How do you speak your truth? That's the topic that we're going to dive into on today's Soul Sovereignty and Sexuality podcast with myself, Jessica Falcon, International Soul Embodiment Guide and Relationship Coach. And when we talk about speaking our truth, what I see is that there's a lot of defensiveness when people speak their truth. There's a lot of proclaiming one's truth with a lack of receptivity to other people's truth. So we're going to talk about what it actually means to speak your truth, how you know what your truth is, and the ways in which you can do this emotionally, working with your own beliefs to shift out of patterns of needing approval, of fearing judgment, or people pleasing. Now, what is your truth? Let's start with that. What is your truth? Because your truth is not your head. Your truth is not what your mind is telling you. Your truth is coming from your heart. Your truth is known when you know yourself, your inner self, your true self, your soul self. Your truth is not your opinion. Your truth is not a judgment. Your truth is definitely not your fears. Your truth is, I've been in deep inquiry. I spend time with my inner self, and this truth is rising up within me, and I am receiving it. Now, how to connect with your inner truth, your soul's truth, that's a lot of what I offer in my online monthly Temple of Divine Feminine Power, or when I work together with people one-on-one, or of course at the retreats that I lead. So if you want more information on that, go to thepathtosovereignty.com to learn about connecting with your inner truth. For purposes of today's conversation on the podcast, I'm going to move into what we do once we're connected with this truth, once we're connected with the body wisdom, once we're connected with the heart, and we've been in inquiry to determine and decipher between what is ego and what is soul. Because your ego is not your truth. You have to know what is your soul truth, what is your inner truth in order to speak your truth. Yes? Now, when you know your truth, say the truth is, as an example, I need to leave my job. I need to leave my relationship. I need to set this boundary. Okay, so how do you speak it? I would say you're not speaking your truth when you are defending it. You don't need to defend your truth when you know your truth. You're not speaking your truth when you're attacking other people. You're not speaking your truth when you are demanding that others adhere to it. You're speaking your truth when you're sharing your inner experience with another vulnerably. Because when you speak your truth, you are allowing yourself to be seen, your inner self to be seen. And often that's why a lot of people have fears of speaking your truth, because you have a deeper fear of being seen, a deeper persecution wound, for example, what people call the witch wound. There's a deeper fear of being seen that exists within the subconscious that is prohibiting you from speaking your truth. Now, that might be energetic, that might be emotional, that might be belief or thought work. When we work together, I can help you decipher that. We can clear that very quickly. But you've got to have the awareness first, and then the desire to shift out of that pattern. I've done a lot of work with that myself over the years, because at one point, even though I was a criminal prosecutor and an attorney, I still could not get my words out. I could not. It was as if I had a block in my throat preventing me from speaking every time I tried to share an intimate, inner, personal truth. Even though I could speak up on behalf of everyone else, I was an expert advocate for other people. But when it came to bringing my insides to the outside world, I couldn't do it. So I understand what it's like to have that subconscious fear of judgment, subconscious fear of persecution. And I'll dive more into the fear of judgment in other podcast episodes. So stay tuned. Be sure to subscribe to the Soul Sovereignty Sexuality podcast on whatever platform you're listening to so that you don't miss that episode. Or better yet, go to thepathtosovereignty.com and sign up to receive a free womb meditation to activate your sexual energy that will also enable you to get the episodes delivered straight to your inbox so you don't miss anything. Now, in order, let's breathe into that, to be seen, you have to create internal safety. What is internal safety? Internal safety is I've got me. Internal safety is I accept my truth. I honor my truth. I act on my truth. Internal safety is doing the emotional work so that you are not needing other people to give you permission. You're not needing other people to validate you. And you're not needing other people to agree with you. When you're speaking your truth and you're looking for agreement or validation or permission, there's fear underneath what you're sharing. What if they don't agree? What if they don't allow me to? Is usually underneath that. What if they leave me? What if they reject me? What if they abandon me? Which relates to codependent patterns, which relates to unhealthy attachments, which relates to unconsciously wanting other people to be who you want them to be so that you feel safe. And that doesn't work very well if you want to experience freedom or intimacy in your relationships. You have to be okay if other people don't agree. You have to be okay if other people don't see things the same way that you do. That doesn't take away boundaries. Don't worry, there are also episodes on boundary, including a new one coming up. Doesn't take away your boundary. You can still decide what to accept, tolerate, not tolerate, particularly in intimate relationships. But that is different from needing other people to be who you think they should be in order to feel safe. Your safety is in you honoring you, you accepting you, you acting on your own truth. This can only happen because you are affirming your own truth, because you are accountable to your own truth and you are accepting your own truth. This is you being in union with you. This may also require clearing the channel between your heart and your throat. This channel, this is an energetic channel. I do a lot of energy work with my clients when we work together one-on-one specifically. This energetic channel between your heart and your throat can get clogged because of fears of persecution, because of past life wounding, because of being told in this lifetime that your truth wasn't allowed or wasn't accepted, wasn't safe to be in your truth. And that may have happened in the past, but that doesn't mean it's your truth now. And you have the power to, you have the capacity to, if you're listening to a podcast like this, shift out of that pattern and open the channel so that your truth can more easily flow from your heart to your throat and be expressed. You also have to open the channel of communication with your, what I would call your womb center. And there's an energetic womb that everybody has, man, woman, which is where the deep truth is often stored, in addition to the heart. These deep inner needs, deep inner desires, deep inner feelings are down below. They're not in your head. And if you're living purely from the head, you're not living from an embodied inner knowing state. Because as you've heard me say probably a million times before, if you've listened to this podcast, the head is full of what it's been told and seen from the outside world. Your body and your heart hold your inner truth, your soul truth, and that's what you have to access in order to speak your truth. So let's review. What is your truth? Number one step, you've got to know, what is my inner truth? What is my soul truth? What is my heart's truth? Be in the inquiry. Number two, am I wanting to demand this? If so, that's probably not my truth. Is this coming from my heart? Is this recognizing the choice of the other person as much as it's honoring my own choice? Is this coming from need or fulfillment and desire? Is this an attack? Am I defending something? Because if so, again, these are all signs this is probably not your soul's truth. It might be an ego, quote, truth. Are you expressing this from your heart? in a way that honors both people, not just yourself? Are you allowing yourself to be vulnerable? Are you allowing yourself to be seen? Are you creating the internal safety by acknowledging and accepting and honoring and acting on your own truth, no matter what, without needing permission or validation or agreement? And then finally, are you affirming and holding yourself accountable to your own truth and doing the energetic work and the emotional work, the thought and belief work that it takes to then express this out into the world, especially in intimate relationships? Because you might see somebody, for example, loudly proclaiming their quote truth to other people publicly, but it's different when it's with a family member, and it's different when it's with an intimate partner, because there are more emotions involved, there are more attachments involved, there are more codependent dynamics involved. And that's what you get to see when you get really curious about what's coming up for you when you want to speak your truth. Is be an inquiry. What is stopping me? Is it the fear of conflict? What is stopping me? Is it the fear of making the other person upset? What is stopping me? Is it that I'm afraid they're going to reject me? Is I'm afraid they're going to abandon me? Is that I'm afraid they're going to judge me? Isn't that amazing information to have? Because then that allows you to pull your power back and reclaim your sovereignty so that you create the internal safety, so that you can show up self-expressed in your truth in a very embodied way that doesn't seek permission, because you're your own authority. And that's what I would love for you to experience. We're going to dive deeper into your own truth, embodying your boundaries in the monthly online Temple of Divine Feminine Power. So if you would like to join us, it's very accessible. You can go to thepathtosovereignty.com to learn more. You can apply for a partial scholarship if finances are a struggle for you right now. We'd love to have you. That includes monthly practices, rituals, teachings, and a live call to be in community. You can also work with me one-on-one in a divine activation portal. All that's available at thepathtosovereignty.com, as well as a free womb meditation to activate your sexual energy, your life force energy, which does require moving these stagnant emotions and these suppressed truths out of your body. And feel free to share this with anyone who can benefit. You can subscribe, like, leave a comment. I will read them and get back to you. Otherwise, I'll see you on the next Soul Sovereignty and Sexuality podcast.